We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back.
We're back.
Welcome, everyone, to King's Court. I'm your host, Richie King, the bad man of comedy, with my friend, my compadre, going to be my workmate for about a week. The Commander. How you doing, sir?
I am doing fine, my man, doing fine. Glad to be here again.
Yeah. Well, of course, we had a hectic time. We've been busy. Hunting seasons around here is a holiday for me, so I'm running trail cams and trying to get everything else done that I can get done. It's never ending. Plus, we got a big contract, not huge, but big to some people that you and I are going to be working on. So we're trying to get that all taken care of. So yeah, we're going to be getting after some things.
Yeah, we're going to be busy campers here for about another week and a half.
Yep. So if you guys want anything to do with us, you're going to have to probably write a nice letter, mail it by snail mail, because that's about how long it takes before we get back to you. Or you can send a bird, smoke signal, fax.
Yeah, whatever. Morse code, those of you that know it.
Yeah. Great job, guys. Great y'all have you here. We're just going to have some miscellaneous conversation today. We're going to tell you about some, we're going to go over check fraud, what you can do to help prevent check fraud. Commander's got some fascinating research about veteran suicide and guns. So we're going to talk about that. And if we get time, we might cover the Ozark Howler. That's a big myth and stuff like that. Wow, it's a myth, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll go over that at State of Missouri. And you know how we do it. We got to put missing persons, and we got some memes and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get to our missing person.
Yes, let's do that.
This is a local girl. She's from the state of Missouri. She's from Joplin. She's been in the news several different times, and no one seems to know where the heck she even is. Let me go back here. Okay, her name is Sarah Burton, and this is her photo. Okay. Date of birth, February 22nd, 1990. She's born in Joplin, Missouri. She's light brown hair, blue eyes. She's 5'7" at the time of disappearance, which kills me when they put that on her. What is she going to grow? She's going to shrink. I mean, I'm not making fun of that, but I just say it kills me. Her weight, 170 pounds at the time of disappearance. Sex, female, and she's white. The FBI is offering a reward up to $5,000 for the information leading to the arrest and conviction of the individual or individuals responsible for the disappearance of Sarah Burton. Sarah, age 29 at the time of her disappearance, was last seen July 16, 2018, in the vicinity of 10th Street and Rex Avenue in Joplin, Missouri. Sarah was reported missing on July 20th, 2018 by her mother. There have been no reported sightings and or contacts with Sarah since her disappearance. The FBI Kansas City Division is assisting the Joplin Police Department with department's ongoing investigation into Sarah's disappearance. Individuals with information concerning the disappearance of Sarah Burton should immediately contact the Joplin Police Department at 417-623-3131, extension 440, field office in Kansas City, which I figure would be closer to Springfield, but Kansas City. And of course, you can submit an anonymous tip online. One more time, there's a picture. All right, you guys have seen her. Please contact.
Yes.
Your local FBI.
Yep, help the family get some closure here.
Yeah, because they sure do. Because I remember that case there's nothing. They, like you said, they ain't got a car, ain't got a fingerprint, they ain't got nothing.
No, just like poof, gone.
Yeah. Like aliens come down and snatched her, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, let me see what's going on here. How come I don't see BJ Reed on my Facebook? Well, what is this about?
I don't know. She was downstairs in the dining room, but I don't know.
Well, she popped up, but she didn't pop up on. Oh. There she is. Okay, there she goes.
Oh, okay.
All right, welcome. Yes, we greatly appreciate BJ going here. And anyone else, you guys share it out so we can get some more people like it on here. I see we're starting to get quite a few people on Comedy Vets now on Backwards Media, and the Facebook page too. Also, BJ says I'm here. That's good. Excellent. All right. Let's go over here and do a couple more things here real quick. Some memes. Now, this really ain't comedy, but I just think it's a neat picture.
I know. That is just so cool.
That is just, and I like buffalo. I like, creature. I don't know if they're my spirit animal or not, but I'm just drawn to them. I like them.
They're just a majestic type animal.
They are. I seen the YouTube channel talk about them where the bullfighting guy was losing his ass. He brought his buffalo in there and they beat up all the bull. They beat the damn thing. So they're like, you can't bring him back no more. Okay.
The only thing missing was somebody trying to pet him.
Yeah. I got a lot of videos of people trying to pet these things and they get launched in the air. Listen, if you're 225 pounds, he throws you like you ain't nothing. Stay away. Stop.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
don't approach.
If an animal can eat you, don't mess with him.
That's right.
Okay, I mean, he might not eat you, but I promise you, them horns on his head and see that neck on this animal? Yeah. Leave him alone. All right, I got a couple vehicles for you. Tell me which one, or if you like both of them. Now, this is a 57 Chevy Cameo pickup. That paint style, it's just cool. It looks tough. It looks like a powder coated. That's just a beautiful truck.
It is. It is. I'd hate to take it out. I'm afraid somebody would scratch it.
I'm afraid to drive it. Yeah, I'd just park it.
Yeah, just park it and look at it.
You've been down my road. It wouldn't have been no good to have that damn truck.
Not at all.
No.
Especially if you get behind that guy driving that maintainer out there thinking he's doing a good job on blading all the potholes.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Don't quit his daytime job, just saying.
Yeah, that's a 57 there. Here's a 55 Ford.
That's pretty.
Another good-looking vehicle.
I like the motor.
Clean engine, yeah. That's a gorgeous vehicle, too. Again, I wouldn't even be good to have it. If anybody in the comments knows what this vehicle is, comment, tell me what this is.
Yeah,
Commander figured out it was a Chevrolet something.
It looks like a Chevrolet across the lights and stuff, but the bumper looks like the style of bumper they put on the Cadillacs in that year.
Right.
And the fins on the back
look like a Batmobile.
Looks like off of a Ford.
Yeah. It's a good looking vehicle. And it looks like looks like it might run. Look at them tires on the back.
Oh, I know. That thing will scratch him.
Yeah. So if anybody knows what that is.
Yeah, let us know.
When some people go to buy things or move things, they really ought to have a pickup truck. You know, I mean, just like, for example, I have all kind of questions right now.
Yeah, I got questions, but I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, look at how the bottom of the bumper is bowed out. They've tried to strap it down there before. The fact that the spoiler ain't broke is amazing. A Cub Cadet. Wow. And I guess they was kind of conscious because they put a red rag on the grill. You only need that if you're hanging over your vehicle. I'm pretty sure that's not hanging over the vehicle.
I think it would have just been easier to tow it behind the vehicle and let somebody steer it.
We get their George Jones on, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this next meme for all you Star Wars people out there, fanatics, you'll understand this. You get this. You got Jango Fett was a bounty hunter. The dad or brother was a bounty hunter. Another relation, he said, well, I can't bounty hunt, but I can sure crunch the numbers, so he's an accountant.
Yeah.
I guess Jango Fett was a bounty hunter in Star Wars, I guess. All right, let's get down to some of these memes. Some are very short. We got one long one. And, of course, we got some Chuck Norris memes. So.
Yes.
I heard you didn't give Pretty Girls tickets.
We don't. Sign here.
I guess she got handled. That's wrong. We don't sign. Okay, here we go.
Chuck Norris gives Freddy Krueger nightmares. When Chuck Norris looks in the mirror looks away. Chuck Norris built Rome in one day. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. Chuck Norris once made a Happy Meal cry. Beth once had a near Chuck Norris experience.
BJ's, oh my gosh. Believe me, we're gonna be hauling some material next week, but we're not gonna be like that guy hauling that lawnmower like that.
No.
We have pickup truck, we got trailers, and we got a van. So yeah. Here we go.
The dinosaurs looked at Chuck Norris the wrong way once. Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Chuck Norris is the reason why Waldo is hiding. The show Survivor had the original premise of putting people on an island with Chuck Norris. There were no survivors. Before he forgot a gift for Chuck Norris, Santa Claus was real. Chuck Norris's cowboy boots are made from real cowboys. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants.
Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna get into these next couple are from Family Feud.
Tell me something that makes your husband cry.
When your mother-in-law is coming over.
Baby, my mom's coming over. What's she coming over? Name a place where a man is happy to take his mother-in-law. Anthony.
Florida?
Let's ship her off to Florida. Name something you've never had, but you know you want it. You didn't hear it, but I did. Oh, this is real good. Say it in the mic, Jimmy.
2 women.
He said she don't even know what that is. Well, this is gonna be good. The menage a trois. Name something your mother-in-law has that's bigger than yours.
Her breasts.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Ain't this your mother-in-law right here? How stupid is your ass? You were a magician. Name something in your life you'd make disappear.
Mother-in-law.
No, not my mother-in-law. Which one you talking about then? Survey said.
All standing there. Oh, you ain't the sharpest tack in the box.
No, you
buddy.
dumbass. First of all, I don't know what the big deal is. My mother-in-law was awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, mine was too.
I didn't have a problem with my mother-in-law. It's my wife's mother-in-law I had a problem with. Here's some more from- you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's another one. This is about 4 minutes long.
Oh, yeah. You missed this, I'm slapping you, okay? I'm haul off, I'm slapping you. Top 7 answers on the board. Name something that follows the word strip. Eddie. Really? Lacey. Oh, for real. Oh, you don't want nobody to know. Yes. Rip. What? Strip. Rip. Strip. Strip. Rip.
Oh, right there.
Strip. No. You cannot say anything.
Oh, no,
So, we gotta go. We gotta go to Thomas. Thomas.
Club.
You said round, man.
Strip club.
You didn't say round, man. You said round. I didn't say round, bro.
Strip. Rip.
I thought you said round.
You thought I said rhyme.
I thought you said round.
Right, my big ass lip, how you thought I said rhyme? Word.
Yeah, I thought you said
Rhyme. Name something that follows the word strip. Where did you hear rhyme? Strip, rip. Fix your ass. Name someone you are glad you only see about once a year.
Oh, man.
He hit the buzzer and stepped back. Gave it some thought. Came came back and still ain't say nothing. But Brandon told him, hit it, so he hit it. Okay, Tyron, it's on you. A woman might say, I broke up with my boyfriend after I found out he had what?
Spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good answer, Mom. Good answer, Mama.
Take that.
Yeah, spend all the money.
Because he ate spaghetti on Monday.
That's not what Mama said.
What did she
That's
say?
not what Mama said.
But just tell me what she
She said, because you spent all their money.
Oh, spit the She said, because he ate spaghetti on the Monday. I was saying, okay, split up with him for that. Hell no. Because he spends a lot of money. Give me a word that rhymes with tube.
Scoop.
Okay. Say it like you mean it.
Scoob. Yes. What's up there? Scoob.
Scoob. To finally saying, I love you to your partner, you hope they don't say what?
It's okay.
I love you. It's okay. It's okay. Some days I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what?
Pool boy.
A good what?
I'm sorry.
What did you just say? No.
I was just
Right here.
I was just playing.
Yeah, but what did you say though?
Pool boy.
Hand off of me. Trade me in for no damn pool boy. Pool boy.
For those of you who don't know, that was Steve Harvey's wife. That was his wife. For pool boy. Now this next one, I don't know about y'all, but this happened to me. Somebody be getting ass whipped. All right, just watch closely.
What happened?
Mother, fuck me to tears.
I think someone's playing around.
I'm thinking about to get kidnapped.
Oh,
Cold went up on my face.
oh, really? I'm real sorry. I was just trying to.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Some people go a little too far with the comedy. No, I'm almost
Yeah.
there. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
the practical jokes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop.
Don't. Just quit. No.
I think this is her sister.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back.
I mean, look at him. Watch. There Commander's on his tablet, so he'll be in and out like that. We're going to continue on, though.
On today's episode of White People Doing Shit That Shouldn't Be Done, but it looks pretty cool anyway, we have a man performing the ARNR, all risk, no reward. Please don't try this at home. This is a professional white person.
Ouch. Ouch. I guess.
Double ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if this works. I don't know if anybody's out there ever tried this. Here's a trick I see online.
What do you do when both back wheels drop into a ditch? Out on a remote, narrow road, calling for help can cost at least $1,000. But don't panic. Here's a 1-minute trick to get out fast. If it's just one wheel stuck, sometimes the car can climb out on its own. But when both back wheels go down, beginners freeze. No matter how hard you hit the gas, the car won't move. That's when you need a tow rope. The method is simple. Thread the rope through the gap in the rear wheel hub. Pull it tight. The other end? Don't tie it off. Just pass it under the front wheel, wrap it twice, and pull tight. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm not selling ropes here, but listen. You should always keep 2 5-meter ropes in your trunk. Out there, they can be a lifesaver. Once everything's set, hop in and hit the gas. You'll feel it. The car pulls itself right out of the ditch. So tell me, is this trick genius or what?
I have questions. What if I was a front wheel drive?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't need that problem, would you?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if it'd work or not.
Don't
All right,
think I want to try it.
This last one here is about Bernie Mac talking about black churches, and being a man who's went to a black church, he's accurate. But again, this is adult content, so you might hear some language. But here we go.
I'm so tired of these black ass ministers with this hollering, talking. Why you just can't read the Bible like normal people? And the Lord said, "Let us now sit among one another." Why you just can't say it like that? You gotta be all that fucking growling and shit. And came down to the Bigelow and sing down in the other side. You don't know what the fuck they be saying. And the whole Monday they came down Monday. Home in the morning, shake on Bayside. Come back on the morning, soon Monday side. Shantum ding dong there. The fuck is he talking about? Just sing the fucking song. Read the book and sit the fuck down.
Sadly, that's accurate. Oh my. Oh. BJ said his boots are made from real cowboys. Chuck Norris. I said yes. Does a rope trick actually work? And does it make a difference if it's all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive? That's yeah. Yeah. Me, I'd have backed plumb off the damn thing, went up the side of the bank, went on about my business. But I drive a truck, so I mean.
I got my cell phone. I just call tow truck.
Yeah.
Come get me.
Yeah. Hey, we're yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember, guys, please don't do this. That might seem like a good idea, but it's actually.
Yeah, that's not.
All right, guys, we're gonna get on here with the. That was cool. That was all good. All right, any news we got going on? Memes? We still got the same things going on here as they always got going on here. You guys experienced a shutdown today. The government shutdown. Some of you, it won't make no damn difference to you one bit. Some of you, it will. But understand, when they open the government back up, they will pay you. You will get everything that you had given to you back. You'll
Yep.
Okay. So the rest of the show here, we're going to Commander and I are going to give you some information. Commander's going to go first because he's got a weak system over there he's dealing with. So if he loses him, be patient. He'll be right back on.
Yep.
Tell us what you got there, Commander.
Okay. All right. What I've got right here, they came in the mail today from the American Legion. You can go to any one of your American Legion posts and you can pick these up. I got probably about 20, 25 of these pamphlets here. It's veterans, firearms, and suicide. Okay. There's a lot of good information in here and some statistics in here about things that going on. Like some people are more risk for suicide than others. It talks about that. Take suicide warning signs seriously. We've talked about that on the show here before. And reaching out can save lives. It's there's a lot of good information in here. I was reading some stuff earlier on this, and I'm looking up right now. Here we go. Veterans and suicide. I think Richie just dropped the set out of his ring.
My water jug.
Oh, yes. Veterans and suicide. There's some things here I want to share with you today. Something has changed. Okay. Since 2001, at least 4 times as many active duty personnel and veterans have died by suicide than were killed in combat operations during post 9/11 conflicts. Veterans die by suicide at a 50% rate higher than the general population. For women veterans, the rate is double that of civilian women. It didn't give the percentage on there, just that it's double the rate. Okay. Being a veteran doesn't mean that you're at risk. A lot of people, they think, oh, veterans are at risk. Not exactly. While the overall suicide rate is higher among veterans, the vast majority are not a risk of suicide. Okay. So seeking help protects veterans, and we all know that. We talk about it here on the show in our closing. If you get in that dark spot, please reach out, call somebody. You've made it today, you can make it tomorrow. Okay. Most veterans who take their own lives aren't connected to any support veterans for any support. They're not connected to the VA or anywhere else. Veterans who receive support for mental health and life struggles are far less likely to die by suicide than those who don't. So it's important to seek that help. We talked about that here on the show. Please call the hotline. They'll talk to you. Go to the VA. They'll get you hooked up. Okay. All right. Veterans are seeking help now more than ever. Since its launch in 2007, the Veterans Crisis Line has gone from receiving just 20,000 calls in its first year to over 1.2 million calls in 2023. Okay, that's a 60-fold increase. That blows your mind away if you think about it. That just reached out and smacked me right between the eyes like a sledgehammer. From 20,000 to 1.2 million. That's like, wow. Okay. Suicide can often be prevented. Suicide is a health issue. Okay. Just like other health issues. And when we understand risk, recognize the warning signs, and take steps early. And if we do that, folks, we can save lives. So be aware, watch your buddies, watch your comrades. I want to share just a little personal testimony on a personal basis. I used to struggle with a lot of nightmares and stuff, and BJ will back this up. And this is not a plug to try and get people, you know, if you join the American Legion or the VFW, it's going to help you. It does in roundabout ways. I used to suffer every once in a while from waking up in cold sweats, nightmares. The last time it happened, it looked like you dumped a 5-gallon bucket of water on me. Okay, we had to get up. We had to change all the bed sheets and everything. Shortly after that, I joined the American Legion and then the VFW. But I joined the Legion first. And when we got to our meetings, we got there about 30 minutes early. I remember the first time I walked in for a meeting, and I sat down at a round table. There was probably about 25 guys there. There was refreshments on the table. We started talking. We started visiting. And we just talk about lighthearted stuff. You know, a lot of us guys, we served at different times, served different conflicts. Some would never talk about it. Some would. Some guys would loosen up a little bit later on. I had a dear friend of mine who passed away a number of years ago. I got his picture of him and I up here at the Veterans Memorial when we uncovered the dedication to the fallen soldier statue that we have up there. His name was Ray Diven. Those of you around the Cameron area, you knew him. Everybody knew Ray. I called him Uncle Ray. But he befriended me. He was a World War II veteran. And we all served together at different times, but we all in the service. He was in World War II. I'm a Vietnam era vet. There were Korean vets. And we would start talking about and joking and getting lighthearted. And then every once in a while, a little bit of an experience of being overseas would come out. But we didn't get into the nasty stuff of it. But it was just stuff to where we could relate. Okay, that nobody else, if you haven't served, you can't relate to it. Only veterans can understand another veteran. I mean, we've got our own set of humor and things and the baggage that we carry, and we'll carry it for the rest of our life. But once I started those meetings and Ray befriended me, and then the other veterans took me in, and we would sit around and visit and joke, and then we'd start talking about different things and then start sharing some of our experiences. Once I started doing that, I kid you not, I haven't had a nightmare like that since. Oh, I'll have a sleepless night now and then, but nothing where I wake up in a cold, dead sweat. And it's all because of the camaraderie that you have being in a group with a bunch of other veterans where you can talk and they understand where you're coming from. So, veterans out there, find you a post. Get involved. It's good for your mental health to be around a bunch of other veterans that can understand you. It helped me. I know it'll help somebody else. But anyway, that's my plug. And I've got a bunch of these. Okay. Send me a private message. I'll mail one to you. Okay. If not, go to your local American Legion post or VFW post and say, hey, I want one of those pamphlets here on veterans, firearms, and suicide. And they will gladly give you one. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's my plug in right there. But what floored me was the 60-fold from 20,000 to 1.2 million. Well, that's a killer.
It is. We do a lot of research on here about veteran suicide and things.
Yeah.
And it went from 22, and now there's numbers saying 45.
Right.
Okay.
It just,
so, and that further lets you know. And the top 3 professions commit suicide. One's veterans. Another one in the top 3 is comedians.
Yeah.
Okay. So your boy here, I'm at double risk. Okay. A veteran and a comedian, and that's kind of why Comedy Vets is here, because, the VA, they want to give you counseling, paperwork. They're like cookie cutter. They want to give you medication. They don't do anything really outside that. And that's where people come in, who entertainers, who got bands or comedians or, or whatever. that we can do things to help people laugh, and we help everybody. Suicide is terrible. You know, we lose 12 teens every day.
Oh yeah.
My God,
12 a
school
day.
only takes up an eighth of their life.
Yeah.
Just an eighth, schooling. I mean, they don't have to commit suicide for it. You're only a teenager. Not long. I mean, what, 6 years, 7 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
13 to 19, 6 years, you're a teenager. Yeah. So it's just 6 years of your life. And forget about all this stuff in school. Nobody cares. I don't remember half the crap people I did in school, half the stuff I in school anyway.
Yeah.
So suicide's a bad. It is. Thank you for that, Commander. People need to know that stuff. And listen, if you're not a veteran, you got a family member who's a veteran or a family member at all, and they show it, go get the material anyway.
Yeah,
and brush up on it.
Yeah. You can also probably, it doesn't show right here, but it's from the American, let me get it right here, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the NSSF. It's down here on the bottom of that right there. I'll get it close enough so you can see it. You might even be able to Google that up on your computer and print it off, if you don't want to. But check into it.
Yeah, check into it.
Like I said, I got about 30 of these.
If they don't have any, ask them how come, because you heard about it on the King's Court, and
right.
So they're out there. All right, thank you for that, Commander. Let's go on to something different now.
All right.
Apparently, check fraud is coming back, and in this day and age where everybody's got a credit card, I'm surprised by the check thing, but it's kind of a paper check / checking online. Okay, and so it's a big thing coming through the United Postal Service. All right, and this is from the United States Postal Inspection Service guy, the postmaster, put this information out. This is how to prevent check fraud in the United States Postal Inspection Service and the federal law enforcement branch of the United States Postal Service. Postal inspectors are federal agents charged with enforcing over 200 federal statutes to protect the Postal Service, its employees, and U.S. mail from illegal and dangerous uses. Okay, and they say protect your mail from mail theft and check fraud. Okay, it says get your mail promptly after delivery. Don't leave it in the mailbox overnight. Okay. I know that's some people work weird hours and have things and they can't hardly take it. But have somebody that you trust pick it up, or don't leave it in there. Contact the sender if you don't receive what you're expecting. Remember, SSI and them people, they don't call you. So if you get a call from the Social Security Administration, it's a phony call. Don't give them any information.
Right.
They don't call you because you got to call them, and it's a pain in the ass to call them. Okay. So, yeah. If you're heading out of town, ask the post office to hold your mail until you return. Some of the things you do, consider buying security envelopes to conceal the contents of your mail. I'm not sure what they were. I had to look them up. These are pretty cool. It disguises your mail as something totally different. Okay. It doesn't look like it's anything important. Fake labels and all that stuff. They got these things. It says sign up for informed delivery at USPS.com. It sends you daily email notifications of incoming mail and packages. My wife has that very thing. Not only does she have it from the mail, she has it from the FedEx and the UPS. So we know when someone's coming to our door. Okay. And we want that because we got a dog. And Commander testified, I got a dog. If you don't got no business there, you're not going to be there very long. Okay.
Yeah. So he's a nice boy, but he's a good protector.
Yes, he is. He does his job quite well.
Yes, he does.
And so also use the letter slot inside your post office at night and throw it in there and mail for the next day. How to protect your checks. Use pen with indeletable black ink. So it may be difficult for a criminal to wash your checks. Going back to an old method where they wash your check off, wash the ink. And in certain solutions, they wash the ink off. Anything typed on the check won't come off. Right? This thing dries. It just looks like it's a rough-handled check. Right? They fill in the amount. So don't do that. Don't leave blank spaces between your payee and the amount lines. Mm-hmm. Don't try to be cool, but 150 space / 00 for $150. So you slide another zero in there and be $150,000 before you know it. Okay. So, so don't write personal details such as social security number, credit card information, driver's license number, or phone numbers on any check. I don't care if you're on the phone and they say, do that for me. You don't need it. There's no need for that. No need to write anything in the comments. Okay. Don't be like Charlie Sheen put on there, sex with hooker. What a dumbass. Okay. There's no need to do that. Bro, $10,000 check, but sex with hooker. And then he wrote one for 15, said glittery hooker. Okay, Charlie.
Okay, Charlie.
Yeah. Winning. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
It says usual. Stupid. Stupid is, stupid does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mama always said.
Yeah, like them. Can't even do Forrest Gump. I'm laughing. Use mobile online banking to access copies of your checks and to ensure they are not altered. While logged in, review the bank activity and statements of errors. Some people photograph the check. They take a picture of the check, and they keep it in their, they screenshot. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then they have a copy of it. It says if your bank provides an image of the paycheck, which that's what we're talking about, review the back of the check to ensure the endorsement information is correct and matches the intended payee. Since criminals will sometimes deposit your check unaltered. Okay. Consider using e-check, ACH, automatic payments, and other electronic and mobile payments. I love that system. I use it quite a bit. My wife and I went through 6 credit cards, 4 or 6, something like that. People stealing stuff online. My wife's an online queen. She loves buying stuff online. Well, it got us. It got us on a credit card and got us on her bank card. So we had to change them. Oh, my wife got a mail one time. Says, "Are you in Arizona out of Rock Quarry?" I said, "No, I'm sitting in my house in Hamilton, Missouri, eating a damn sandwich." "No, I'm not buying rock at the Rock Quarry." And sometimes they'll hit you with a little charge to see if the credit card or your debit card's working, and then the bang, they want to hit you with something else. So constantly monitor that stuff. I know people think, that's a headache and hassle. Well, would you rather be paying for stuff you don't need and looking at jail time and stuff like that? It says follow up with payees to make sure they receive your check. Now, what to do if you're a victim? All right. This is the end of this end of it here. Says, what to do with your victim? Report to your local community bank and request copies of all fraudulent checks. Your community bank is an ally in helping you avoid or recover from check fraud. If mailed, provide details how, when, where. These details matter to help us determine the prompt compromise in the mail stream. Okay. And also provide law enforcement with copies of checks and details about bank first deposit, BOFD, that's what the initials are, and for all stolen, altered, and counterfeit checks. And to do that, guys, if you want to go online, read about it, go to www.uspis.gov, or you pick up your little handheld device there and call 1-877-876-2455. 1-877-876-2455. And that came from the United States Post Office. There's their emblem. There's their emblem and their seal right there. Okay. This is when I was in the bank. I got this out of my bank in Cameron, Missouri. They said that stuff's picking up again. So
wow. I was wondering about a lot of people with Social Security and stuff. About 20 years ago, a lot of senior citizens were getting their Social Security checks ripped off out of their mailbox. But I was thinking that most of that now is electronic deposit now instead of a paper check. So
sometimes it is, sometimes not. When my dad was married to whatever wife he's on now, he was he had to fill all his paperwork for the blind pension. Okay. And they owed him like 10, 12 checks. He got a stack of checks in his mailbox one day. Okay. So, and then, she ended up passing away. So she wasn't on it very long before she passed away, but he was going to have a direct deposit. But when they first start, sometimes they don't give you the avenue. So you might want to ask them, say, is there any way I can do this direct deposit? Okay. Now, I'm not a guy that likes bank cards. I can't stand them. Sometimes they don't work on Sundays. You can't, paying bills online. put your number online and stuff, and nobody. I don't want to do that. I'm a cash man. I like you just hand me cash, and I can regulate it my damn self. I'm 6 foot tall, redneck, regulate my own stuff. However, sometimes direct deposit is a great thing. It really is. It cuts back a lot of fraud. Not saying they can't, but they, when you go start putting stuff on the internet, though, they can rip you off then too.
Well, I know we cruised several times, and the bank card, BJ keeps that, but she had to call the bank and say, okay, we're taking a vacation. This is where we're going. And so if our card gets used down in that location between these dates, it's probably us. But Farmer State here in Cameron is so good that when she's used the card before, they've actually called and said, did you make a transaction? X number of dollars at a certain place. And they say, yeah, we sure. Well, we know it was out of your norm, so we were just checking to see.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, if you've got a good bank, they've got your back. You know,
Shelly gets text messages. I see Kiwana right here. She gets a confirmed delivery to a package and stuff like that. So settle that stuff up.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, because think about it. If you got to go, my son got his car stolen. Okay, they left my soon-to-be daughter-in-law's purse in the car overnight. He left it unlocked. He should know better, but it don't matter. It's on his property. People need to mind their own business. Anyway, he stole his car. He calls me at 4:30 in the morning and said, Dad, my car was stolen. I'm like, wow. I was getting ready to go give him a ride, to work. He calls me back and says, Dad, I'm going to need a ride. I said, all right, let me up here. They found my car. Wow. So they found his car. It wasn't burned up or nothing. It was in a place called DeKalb, Missouri. Not DeKalb County, DeKalb, Missouri. I guess it's on the way to Atchison, right? So I found his car.
Yeah,
they get there.
Know right where it is.
Okay, it's saying they found a St. Joe High School, Central High School, St. Joe library book in the car. Okay, but he had a creeper in there and some other things. They were gone, and the purse was gone. We're like, oh man. So my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, she's on the phone making these calls because she had cards and all this stuff, Social Security numbers, all this stuff, right? And so they got the car back, and then they found some paperwork where they stole a truck. All right. So they dumped my son's car. It was a piece of crap Kia. They took his truck. So they got it back. Well, and so they were all down and figuring, man, they're going to spend a lot of time on the phone. Later on that evening, they got a knock on the door. There's an older gentleman asked if she was Annie. Her name was Annie. And it was. And she says, excuse me. She says, are you missing a purse? She said, yes, I am. So he found her purse on the highway going to Forsyth, Missouri, on the side of the road. Nothing was missing.
Wow.
Nothing. And so that was fortuitous. What the hell that was. So that tells it must have just been a bunch of kids joyriding.
Kids got cold feet.
But the lesson she learned from that is, one, she don't leave her freaking purse on her vehicle no more. Okay.
And
he's got 5 dogs living in the house, not one of them outside. Okay. Come try to steal my truck. I got a surprise for you out there waiting. All right.
It ain't happening.
No, that sun goes down. You get by him, you got a fat redneck you got to deal with. Okay. So, but she learned quite a bit. And boy, the despair in her voice when she thought she was going to call these companies, these credit cards. So make sure you guys take care of that stuff. What's up, Dean? Hey, brother. Glad you can join us.
Hey.
You have to take your wife to work. All right. Hey,
okay,
glad you be here,
cool.
brother. Thanks. Go back and catch the first part of the show. Got some good information for you. BJ said, there was a warrant out for my arrest in Broward County, Florida. Okay. Okay, here we go. I already know. Yeah. For a check I allegedly wrote to the Miami Walmart. Probably never been to Miami a day in her damn life, but okay. The checking account was out of the bank Boca Raton. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to go to the police station after the prosecuting attorney in Broward County contacted me. It took all day to straighten it out. It was a felony charge. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. My wife, second marriage, and it's my second marriage too. But her ex-husband, one time, Missouri law says she's allowed to call and inquire about child support, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kansas, he turned her into Kansas for phone harassment. We had to drive all the freaking way out to Salina, Kansas, to the jail. So my wife's a criminal now. She's been in jail.
Okay.
It wasn't very long. Okay. And she got talking to a female prosecuting attorney. So the light come on my wife's head. We want to play this bump. She goes, female to female. I wasn't harassing him. The man owes me child support. He's behind. The female prosecutor's like, well, he owes you back child support. That's all I was doing. After she did a fingerprinter, they let her go and said, don't harass him anymore. He's a crybaby. You know, but we had to go all the way out there to Salina, Kansas. I mean, my God. And
Great.
And I'm not a thief. I don't steal. My wife don't steal. And damn it, we don't let our kids and our grandkids do that.
Mm-mm.
We've all had kids. My son had a nice bicycle stolen one time. You know, showed him. I'm glad it happened to him. He got it back. It was all tore up, but I'm glad it happened to him in a small way because he knows how it feels. You know, to steal some other stuff.
Yeah,
my grandfather stole me long ago.
I raised all my kids growing up, all of them. I said from the time they could start toddling around, and you start tapping their hand, don't you touch that. Doesn't belong to you. I always raise them. If it don't belong to you, you leave it alone.
That's right.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. My grandpa also told me about budgeting. Now he, you know, some people have a hard time budgeting, and budgeting is hard. But my grandpa always had a saying. He goes, "If you ain't got the money for it, you don't need it."
That's right.
And he said ain't, and he didn't care about saying the word ain't. He said, if you ain't got the money for it, you don't need it. And whatever budget's, whenever your pocket's empty, there goes your budget. Okay. So he says,
there you are.
So people don't know, and people don't understand and kind of overlook. They think that their information's out there online being used for good purposes. Hey, listen, the computer was invented. It was a great thing, great tool, and it's also a deadly tool. Okay, you do a lot with a computer. There's people all the time. You hear computer fraud, downloading child porn, which is nasty and sick. Some people can't remember. Listen up, Anonymous. You know, so it's sick. Computer can it can ruin things. Okay, and now more people got it in their handheld, in their phone. They got a computer in their phone now. They can sit there on the phone and a stoplight and stop it. So, kind of pay attention to that. And there's some good information out there, good material you want to pick up. But and I'm sure everybody's got a check story they wrote, you know, and stuff. Unfortunately, my mother was one of the people who stole people's checks. My mother wrote bad checks. She did. And I mean, you can look it up online or whatever. And I learned a lesson out of that. I don't write checks. My wife controls the checkbook. I don't want nothing to do with the damn thing. If I got to get out and make out a check, I know how to do it. It aggravates me. I sit down. I put my glasses on. I don't put my glasses on for nothing. Put them on. I look at this check. I sound it out loud. Name. Amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I make sure it's all right and tight. Okay. Because I don't want, you know, I don't write bad checks. No. And I don't want that over my damn head. You know, and I was my mother had to go to prison and all the restitution that my stepdad and had to pay. And, you know, and I was out. I wasn't living with her no more. I was living with her brothers and stuff when she went to prison, but I seen the anguish in my sister's or my other sister, my brother's eyes, you know, and stuff that had to go without to pay the restitution so she can get out of prison and all that. So it's one of the biggest crimes. They say it's a victimless crime, but it's never a victimless crime. No, somebody's always a victim of it. You know, people are like, well, insurance companies take care of it. Well, but that's still not victimless. There's still somebody. Right. You know, the headache, you might not draw any blood, but you know how much time you cost a human being to on the phone? And have you ever been on the phone with some of these people anyway? My God, you call SSI. It's a 4-day deal to call the SSI.
Yeah.
Just for a question.
It's insane for anything.
I mean, you'd be better drive the hell over there, knock on the door and say, I just need a couple minutes, man. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, my goodness. So just make sure it don't hurt to check your accounts once in a while. Just call and get that stuff set up. You see a couple people on here. Kiwana, BJ, made comments to it. Everybody. So it doesn't hurt. My wife and I got to, when a package is being delivered of any kind, we do it because one, we don't want stolen. Two, we got a dog. So when I want to know, you know, who's coming to property, because not everybody can come there. So
yeah, that was a crazy deal with BJ because it had her name, our address here in Cameron,
right?
And it had a bank in Florida, and then the check was wrote in a different county than where and it was a fraudulent bank and a fraudulent account number. Come to find out, they had counterfeited checks. How they wound up getting her name up here, I don't know. But there was an inside person at a Walmart. So what they were doing was going into Walmart, buying stuff, coming through the checkout, writing the check for over the amount plus the merchandise they bought, then turning around and coming back into Walmart and returning it. And when they got to the bottom of it, we did find out through the police department down here that they had a ring going on down there. And
Right.
we had sailed on a cruise ship out of Miami, and somehow or another, by using our debit card down there, somehow or another, somebody got the information. Only thing they got was her name and our address here. Everything else on the check was all counterfeit. And so, but it took the police department down here all day to get it worked out.
Right.
It was a mess. They wasn't even going to take the police department's word for it. Okay.
Right. Right.
I mean, Florida is don't mess up in Florida.
Right.
Okay.
Kawina says you should change your password periodically too. Yes.
Yes.
Write them down. Write them down, because I mean I changed mine not out of necessity because I forget the damn things. I gotta Christ in a cartoon, man.
I must have 20 of them written down on an index card.
Get a little black book. My little black book ain't for my holes. It's for my passwords.
For my passwords.
For the passwords, man. Damn.
Where's my black book? Black book?
My wife said, "What do you mean black book? Relax, baby. It's for passcodes. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Only numbers in there."
I can't get on Facebook. I got to get my emails. I got to get in there.
Of course, sometimes not getting on Facebook's a pretty good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, anymore,
only
my
the
God.
Passive aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God.
Also, something you guys want to look out for, and I think they've cleaned this up, but it used to be you can get fraudulent money orders. Okay. And there's the way that the bank explained it to me was you can go, if you buy the money order, there is a computer record of it. Okay. And there's a phone number on the back of every single money order that you can call and make sure the money order is purchased. It doesn't always give you the amount. Okay. But you can tell you, yes, this is a valid money order. Okay.
Yeah.
People steal money orders back in the day. And so what they were doing was called the Afghanistan scam. They called us up and wanted us to, like, for example, we were selling dogs one time. We had a dog kennel out here. We were selling dogs, Rottweilers, boxers. We had Jack Russells, had Huskies, whatever. And we get an ad in the paper. They see it and they call us up using the deaf service. Okay. The deaf service is a deaf person can call you. They'll type to the person will translate to you, but with words. Okay. Then they'll write back to them. And so they call us and they'd ask us questions. And I was wise to this deal. About the first time I figured this out, I could tell if they're phony or not. And here's what I did. They called me to ask me a question. I'd give some off the wall, stupid ass answer. Like they asked me the Rottweilers were black and tan. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, it's got a 4-barrel carburetor, for example. Okay. They say, great, we'll take one.
What?
Uh-huh. And what they do is they'd ask you to make out the money order more than what they said. Keep some for your service fee. Okay.
Mhm.
For the price. Right. And send them back, money for it. I'm not sure how in the hell they thought that was going to work, but anyway, people fell for that. And so I'm thinking, this makes no sense. So one day I went to the post office and I asked them how, and they said, oh, well, here's what you do. It's called the Afghanistan scam. We got a lot of people lost money on it still. See this number on the back? Call it. They tell you if the money's any good or not. Okay. So one day it happened. They called me again. I said, hey, what's the number back of that money order? No, we don't worry about the back of the money order. I do.
I do.
I said, operator, this is a scam. Okay. These people are cheats. And then they'd hang up, of course, or whatever. But
yeah.
And there's so many, and there's social security scam going on around here. Anytime somebody asks you for your information, no. Like a
Had
Social
never
Security,
s- Yeah.
Social Security Administration don't call you. And if they call you and ask you for Social Security number, they're the Social Security Administration. They should already have your Social Security number.
They
Okay?
already got it.
What the hell? It'd be like the VA calling me. Yeah, I need your Social Security number, your last four, your date of birth, and when was you in and what branch service. You're the VA. You don't know that already?
You don't know that? Okay, you got it all right there.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. So
Yeah. Toodle. And never say yes when they call.
yeah, they say, "Can you hear me?" And I usually say, "Can you hear me?" That throws them off.
Hey, what you say?
Or I like to do some type of weird thing like Joe the Retard Farm. Okay.
Yeah.
I was on there and this lady kept calling me and she was a foreigner. So I said, "Hold on a second." I went, I said, "Joe, I know you got one eye. Settle down. I'm on the phone here. I know you're a Cyclops. Be careful." Hello. Hold on a second. Click. My dad fell out of his chair, gasping for air. He couldn't hardly breathe, man. It's like, yeah. And I'm not making fun of nobody, but make fun of who's already on the phone. So everybody just relax. Yeah. Dean says, "I've been the same password since before.
Gotta protect yourself."
Yeah, before we had CAC cards, never been hacked. Knock on wood. Yeah. Boy, you're lucky, dude, man. Like I said, at the beginning of the thing here, wife and I have been through like 6 credit cards and a couple bank accounts. And also we found there was like a $15 charge that we started paying last year sometime. And we got to going through everything. We're like, bank statement, so what the hell is this charge on there? Well, no, because we don't have a subscription for anything coming out of our bank, right? So we're looking, what the hell is this charge? Well, we got online, looked it up, and it says, well, enter the name. So we entered the name on it, and it was nothing. It was just, somebody got a hold of an account number and said we owed the money. So they were quietly and discreetly taking out $15 at a time. $15 to me ain't no money, okay?
Right.
But to some people, that's a lot of money. So because it wasn't no money to me, I didn't think nothing about it. Okay, because I don't know what the wife's got going on. She's got IPSI or whatever. My daughter pays me every month because I pay her credit card, whatever. I didn't know something like that. The wife's like, I don't know what the hell this even is. We don't know when the hell we even got it. So check your bank statements. Check all that stuff, guys. And veterans, it's very important that they don't get your Social Security number. It's extremely, because a lot of our lives revolve around our Social Security number. Okay,
exactly.
So be sparingly when you give it. Hell, I won't even give it to law enforcement. I ain't giving them. Well, I need it. I don't know what to tell you. You got my fingerprints on file. Okay, just run my name. I ain't giving you nothing. I don't know you. That's the way you got to be. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of information there, and like I said, go in there and talk about it. Call your post office if you got any questions on it. And there's the number right down at the bottom: 1-877-876-5455. And they'll tell you everything you want to know about that stuff. And Commander had his deal. Go in your American Legions. Hell, even your VFWs for that matter. And he'll give you, they should have a piece of paper. If they don't, tell me you heard it on King's Court. And that's where you find out about it. And you want to send me information.
Yep.
Suicide just runs rampant.
Veterans, firearms, and suicide. So get it.
Right there.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is. And it's a good piece of information to have there. I want to thank everybody for joining. Appreciate it, man. Had good information. Dan Landy was going to come on and do a conspiracy, but he woke up sick this morning. So Dan, we hope that you're getting better.
Hope you're feeling better, brother.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. This show was sponsored by PNC Concrete, as usual. My son, Parker and Chloe Concrete. They do all flat work, curb work. They do full basements. They do walls, whatever you need, curbs, whatever you need. Called PNC Concrete. They are your organization for your concrete work. Reasonably priced, great work. Got lots of positive referrals and everything for them. So if you're local and need some concrete work, call PNC Concrete. Catch them on Facebook. I don't give no number out. I want you to go to Facebook. So while you're on there, you can see the work that he's did. They posted all their major stuff on there. They did a place out here between Hamilton and Bremer out in the country. There's a gun shop out there. They did all of that flat work for the guy who owns a gun shop. He's very pleased with it all. So if you need concrete, call PNC Concrete. All right, Commander, you have anything else you want to pass on?
Nothing to pass on. That information I passed out there earlier. Listen, guys, if you're in that dark spot, hang in there. You are definitely very, very, very valuable. And I've got something I'm going to get back in that BJ sent me. And if I can find it, I was looking for it earlier. Let me see if I can. Here it is. I want to read this real quick in our closing here. Okay. It's kind of cool that someone is having the best day of their life today. Someone is falling in love for the first time. Another is going to get their dream job. Someone has been told they are cancer-free. Someone is marrying the love of their life. Another is holding their firstborn for the first time. There is good in the world. Tomorrow could be your good day. Keep going.
Well said, my brother. Well said, my brother. Guys, football season is in full tilt. Baseball is now. Baseball has ended. Now it's the playoffs of baseball. I believe basketball, if I'm not mistaken, is going on right now or getting ready to come back. Okay, I think they come back in October. Yeah, so sports is getting ready to happen. A lot of programs that you used to watch all the time are coming back on the air. I know my wife's in the Chicago series, the Chicago PD, Chicago Health, Chicago Med, stuff like that. It's starting to come back on. Matter of fact, it's on tonight. So there's going to be a lot of things coming on. Get yourselves right. The bye weeks of your football teams. Week 4 starts the bye weeks. Every team's going to have a bye week now until week 10 or 11, something like that, maybe 12. Follow football. Football is great. Basketball, baseball, whatever. Go fishing. They still got plenty of time to go fish. I know here in Missouri, it's still 80 freaking degrees. Yeah, 88 and 87 and a bunch of crap. I'm not thinking I'm going to go cut some wood. All right? No. Right. No. Hunting season. Hunting season coming up, fast approaching. It's boat season, a lot of places. Today start turkey season. It's turkey season in the state of Missouri. Okay, I will be having my ass out in this heat, going at least twice, going for some turkeys. Okay, so my brother and I, we're avid hunters. Things shut down around our house during deer season. You don't call, don't write, don't send a smoke signal, don't freaking send a pigeon. We don't care. All right, but it's turkey season, so it's what did my brother say here? He says, sweet Sanford and Son is coming back on and all in the family. Yeah. Debbie dummy. This is a dummy. You dummy. And so you big dummy. Here's a big one, Elizabeth. Yeah. I love them guys. People would blow their minds if we had shows like that on today. They'd be absolutely ball bagging. All in the family. Oh my God. We had an Archie Bunker now. People be losing their freaking mind. Fall turkey is one of the funniest seasons out there. Run and gun. Run and gun. Run and gun. So I dug all my stuff out, so I'm getting ready to make sure it's all descented for deer or turkey. You don't really have descent, but I need to go get my tags. Make sure you got your tags. Because we do everything legal here on King's Court. We're totally 100% legal.
That's right.
We do it all.
Right. I don't need my hunting license anymore, but I got to buy my tags.
That's right. I don't need my license either. I got to buy a couple on certain things. Certain things I don't, because I'm part veteran and native. So some things I can shoot. But get out and get out of your head, guys. If you got a friend or a neighbor or someone that that's not right, something's off. Talk with them. Sit down and talk with them. If they have a cold drink, have a cold drink. If you can afford to buy them a plate of food, buy them a plate of food. Heck, if you want to sit down and read a good book with them, sit down and read that good book with them. Okay, whatever it takes. Keep them out of their head. Try not to self-medicate, although sometimes I know it's hard not to. And I mean smoking. Smoking is a way to self-medicate too. So take care of yourselves and each other.
Yes.
Commander and I will see you guys next week. We got a project coming out starting on a Monday. By Wednesday, we come in here. We're going to try to be clean and decent looking, but I can't guarantee the condition of our status on Wednesday when we come back.
Yeah, no guarantees.
Okay, just understand. I'm complected and he is, but if I come in and I look like Patrick Mahomes and he looks like my Indian brother, just don't worry about it. We've been in some places.
We look like we've been pulled through it now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm just saying because we're liable to look a little rough. And we'll try to be presentable. But we're just a couple of rednecks making money. That's all we're doing. We're going to be working in
That's all we're
Chillicothe,
doing.
Missouri. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves. Enjoy. That's the
Yes.
show today. You guys have fun. It's been a great time, you guys. Great time. Share this out. The people that watch and want to start trouble, make sure you quote me right now. Quote me right. Make sure you
That's
say
right.
what I said.
That's
And don't
right.
take it out of context. And go back, watch other videos. Get it together. Get it together.
That's right.
For the commander,
Dummies.
you big dummies. For the commander, American Legion, VFWs all over the United States. The commander, all people watching, Dean, Dale, BJ, Shelly, Russell, Kawina. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Richie King, Bad Man of Comedy. Saying until next Wednesday, have your freaking pet spayed or neutered. Okay.
That's right.
There's too many cats. There's too many cats. Too many. There's no leash laws for these damn animals. They just run amok. Muck running. I'm Richard King, guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you
Yeah.
Wednesday.